Hello and welcome to another from on a Model and Easy show.
Just putting you in the right place. I'm putting you in your place.
Yeah, the big dog. Woof, woof.
Bullshit.
I think these are.
Oh, just shut up and crack on with the show.
Anyway, in the house today we have His Lordship down there, Steph.
Hello.
We have Dave.
Hello.
And we have Mark.
Afternoon.
What we're going to be cracking on. What we're going to be cracking on with today with is our Russian theme build. Yes, Steph. Get your Russian. Oh, say no more. Say no more. I'm going to say no more. We're going to be cracking on with our Russian theme builds today. And Dave is going to go through his brush setup and his glue setup as well. So I also would like to say I want to wish the new modelling club that has started in Oma all the very best. And if you need any help or advice, please give us a contact and we will help you as much as we can.
Yep.
All the best, lads. Fair play to you. So, without further ado, we will go to Steph.
Hello. So, today is probably going to be doing a little bit of translation, making some blokes. Got one made already. And he needs a bit of a fill in. And also doing a bit of seam weld beading. So I've got the welds already on there. So I just need to soften them all up and then just put some beading on them just to make them look a bit better. The turret's already got some on, so that's all right. What I also did was I cut the front fender off and then replaced it with some copper plate. And what I can do is just nip that and bend it and do silly things with it, so it looks like it's been battered and knocked around. So yeah, that's what I is on with today. And I'm also saving all my sprues, because what I've got is I've got a big kilner jar. I'm going to pour it in, pour a load of acetone in it, and then you can make sheets out of the sprues. So you can use it to make walls and roads and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm saving that for, and that's what I'm going to be doing today.
Nice stuff. How are you finding the kit stuff?
It's a mini art. As I said before, there's no numbers on the sprue, so you've got to flick backwards from the picture to the sprue list to find out which one's which.
Right.
So yeah, that's the way that is. So it's okay. It's gone together nicely. It looks like I'm going to have to glue all these together because they don't sort of click in. They just go together like that. So what I'll do is I'll put the front and the rear wheels on. I ain't got a clue what the name is. It's a rolly tracky thing. And then just mould it round it while it's still wet or still slightly pliable, and then leave it and take it off, and then take it from there, see how it goes.
Nice stuff.
Put all the wheels back on before I finish the track. So I'll probably do sections of 10 and then mould it on.
If I was doing them now, I'd have a lump of double-sided sellotape down, Steph, And yeah, I'm just saying that's what I would do for them, if you know what I mean. I find it very easy doing it that way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was just saying.
Yep.
Anyway, Steph, who would you like to go and see next?
Let's go see Dave.
Okay. Hello, Dave.
Hello there.
How are you getting on?
All right, thank you. So today I want to get the engine for the ball tank, so I want to get some primer on that. You're supposed to put it all in situ. There's like a frame that it sits on, like that. I just think it's going to be far easier to paint it on its own, just to get all the details. Other thing I got done. These are the kind of, if you imagine, the engine kind of sits in the center like that on a cradle, and it drives these, which drives the tank along. So it's certainly an unusual design. So again, got a few other things I need to attend to, but yeah, hope to be cracking on with that today. So yeah, that's that pretty much.
Thank you, Dave. Is that the German one or the Russian one?
It's it's the Russian one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. There you go.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nearly like the German one then.
I think it might even be just a captured German one. That's the impression I get.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it's a total what if. It'd be a little bit too exciting going downhill in the thing. But I mean, I didn't realise how big it is. It's got 4 creepers. It's a 4-man tank. So yeah. So that would be an interesting experience, I should imagine. So yeah, that's hopefully a few other bits and pieces. It's got something on the 3D printer that I need to sort out. But yeah, so that's what I hope to be getting on with today.
Nice, Dave. So will we go and see Mark now, Dave? Will we?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Afternoon.
Hello, Mark. Thank you. I like that bit there now.
Respect. I have to admit, Gary, I was disappointed that you didn't introduce me after seeing what you're going to be getting at some point. Your bestest brother going.
Oh, yes, yes. And I didn't buy it, so you can tell Julie that one. She can't accuse me of buying that one.
Oh, we can.
Oh, we can still drop you in it.
That's nice.
Yep. As we've always said to Gary, if we were nice to you, you would poo your white pearlies.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, Mark, what are you getting on with?
Well, today I'll be carrying on with the Russian truck, the chassis and running gear. Well, part of the running gear is still drying, but the engine's in onto the chassis. The chassis is all painted up. I've got to weather it, and but at the moment I'm just going through my now expansive paint stash to find the right colours.
Right.
But I have a quick question for you and the collective.
Go.
Can model colour be thinned down and airbrushed? Yes.
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 Thank you very much. That's all air colour is, pretty much, as far as I can see. Yeah. Model air, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All I needed to know. Mark, sorry, one quick thing. Soviet green, they never painted anything the same shade of green twice. No. Yeah. So, you know, it's obviously it's got to look right, but I think having done a Soviet diorama, it's just you got a line of 5 Soviet troops, all their uniforms are different colours, you know. Yeah. It's yeah, there you go. Well, I've tried mottling the bed with about 2 or 3 different shades. That looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
So
yeah. That is nice.
Yeah.
So I've just got to
Nice.
put a bit of weathering around the leaf springs and the engine mount. So I've got some light rust for that. Some panel liner. So it's coming on well.
Nice.
What
Okay.
about yourself, Gary? What are you on with, my friend, buddy, brother in arms, mate, pal, chum?
Boys, I'm fierce, but good luck. Anyway.
Well, you've got the shoulders to carry it off.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you. Right, boys. Seriously, I will be sitting here fits to laughing like it was this morning. I'll get that one done. What I'm going to be carrying on is with my T34. Got a wee bit of primer on her yesterday afternoon, so hopefully I'll get a couple of coats of. Well, I usually paint the Russian ones with olive green, and then I sort of highlight certain areas, and then sort of dry brush field green all over it with the winter camo. I have a couple of new figures coming for this one. Done a wee bit of buying last night, by the way.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be cracking on with today. And I say we've no comments yet, so that's even better. So we'll wait for another 10. Oh no, not him. Stevie Little. Hi guys, for Gary, what's that round around the bottom part of your face? Can you model some of the same on your head? Only a question. Stevie, I will pay you a visit in cash, and I'll have a wee word of you. If I grew that up there, I'd be like a monk. So no, I can't grow this up there. And please quit the cackling up in the living room, please. Seriously, folks. Can't get the staff nowadays. So we're going to wait for another 10, 15 minutes, and then we're going to get Dave to go through his paint brush sets up and his glues and stuff. So I think Steph is going to try to do the job. Is that right, Steph?
Not now.
Well, not now, obviously, but you are going to be disappearing to do the job, right? If we do have time today, I might do a wee bit of an unboxing on these guys. If we have time, I might do a wee unboxing of them as well. So we're going to be cracking on now, trying to do a bit of modelling. Hopefully not too much laughing, because we had a right bit of fun this morning on with Malcolm and the guys on Models for Heroes this morning. It was a good laugh, I have to admit now, it definitely was. So if you have any questions or comments or queries, or you'd like us to talk about a certain subject today without my hair being brought into it.
What
in the back row. Thank you. We will try our best to answer any modelling related questions, not hair related. So we're going to be carrying on now, folks. Seriously? I think you just all heard that cackle.
I thought it was Lisa, but obviously it's Julie.
It's hard to get the staff nowadays.
Yeah, but you don't pay her anyway, so you can't call her staff.
You can call her something, all right, but it mightn't be staff.
Yep.
But then I am a good boy and I wouldn't do that.
You should have the line git.
I
you know
wouldn't,
what they
staff.
say,
No, it's hard. What was that, Mark? What?
I was just going to make a point to Steph. You know what they say, Steph? The old adage: bullshit baffles brains.
Yep.
Is that what happened, news power boys?
If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit.
And you can't polish a turd.
Exactly.
Excuse. No, I'm saying nothing.
Good idea, Gary.
Because I'd only get myself into trouble. So I was talking to my good lady last night.
What did Judy say to that?
We'll have no. Okay. I was
Bugger
talking
off, I've
to.
got a headache.
No. I was talking to my better half last night. And my better half, I said, what would I like for my birthday?
When's your birthday?
And I said, kind of me being such a good boy so far this year. And I like a wee treat. I asked her, could I get a printer?
God.
Gary, you can't even use a computer.
That's what you're there for, Steph. You can guide me through it. You see, I was just thinking of you there. You see, at that.
Gary,
Steph?
you need a laptop to use it.
But I've one of them. Might be coming through the post.
Yeah, that laptop might have been coming through the post for about 9 months.
Nothing I can do about that. But I had a wee brainwave last night. Now, it was actually when I came off the phone to Dave. Dave put a wee brainwave into my head.
Dave!
Dave's gone very quiet there all of a sudden.
Sorry. I was rapidly trying to think what brainwave that was, Gary. Carry on.
Yep. The wee brainwave that Dave put into my head last night was, right, if I bought a laptop, you see, I could give it to Julie when I get mine. You see, Dave was actually thinking ahead there of poor wee Julie, you see. So, well done to Dave on that brainwave.
Thank you. I have no memory of this, but thank you anyway.
But anyway, I did do a wee bit of purchasing last night and yesterday afternoon and this morning. But however, that's for another day. Excuse me. Shh. Up there on the back sides, would you wouldn't mind keeping the noise down a wee bit? Thank you. And before anybody asks, yes, I do have my own credit card now. I think the way you all went quiet there all of a sudden.
Yeah, we just don't believe what you're doing.
It was the brainwave Dave put into my head, you see, and I thought, right, that's actually a good idea, Dave.
Remind me never to rob a bank with you, Gary.
Do you think there'd be a stocking big enough to go over his head?
Excuse me? There's nothing wrong with my cute wee head.
We'd rob the bank and then we'd have to stop by the model shop, wouldn't we, Gary?
That'd be the problem, you see.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get too far.
No, they're just, go to the nearest model shop, you'll probably find them there. There we go.
But she did ask me, so I just thought I'd drop that wee hint into her.
So what is it going to be, an Epson, a Canon for all those paper models?
You're very funny, by the way, Dave. Paper models. That's not allowed to be mentioned on the show. Paper modeling. That topic is banned.
What topic's that?
Paper modeling.
There we go. He did say anybody mentions it is the band. I'm only following his orders. What he said. So you can't tell me off for that.
I literally.
You did tell me to ban people if they mentioned those words, and I'm just following your orders, Gary.
Yeah, but just not when I was saying it.
Well, you didn't say that.
You didn't give me a chance to finish.
You had finished.
No. Did everybody have a good evening yesterday evening?
I watched watched the first 2 X-Men movies.
Excellent.
I've never seen them.
What's that stuff?
Never seen them.
I wouldn't be a fan of them now, to be honest.
No, me neither. The whole Marvel thing doesn't really do it for me. I watched first 2 episodes of Space 1999.
All right.
And it holds up. I tell you, for something they showed on a Saturday morning, it was pretty dark. So some of the special effects and the creatures and stuff like that. I had to put my Action Man at the bottom of the bed last night and leave the landing light on. Yeah, but there was interest. There was something I was reading. They were saying that the second season, it was a very different program, because the first one really was quite bleak in some respects.
I like that V show.
Oh, good heavens! Yeah, from the early 80s. Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching it there the other evening. Used to be on it for Friday evening.
They remade it, didn't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, but no, the original was pretty.
I liked it though.
Yeah.
It's what launched Robert England.
Did any of you see the new film, or the new one from Laser Cut Creations?
No, which one's that?
It just came out there this morning.
All right.
It looks brilliant.
What was it? I was going to say. Yeah, there's this guy called Tom Gannant, and he does stop motion video, and he's just built the Blairio 11 in stop motion.
They're excellent. Yeah, I've seen some of those.
He's brilliant, isn't he, Dave?
Yeah. If you ever know you're enough patience to build something and then do a stop motion video of it.
Yeah.
I see they have Captain Scarlet back on.
What, the new one?
No, the old series.
All right, cool.
Dum 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 dum.
Yeah. And Stingray and all on there again.
Stingray.
And Captain Scarlet was the Americans didn't like it because it was deemed to be quite dark, So
I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, excellent. I think it was one of the last ones, wasn't it? I think Joan. And then they went over to, things like UFO and Space 1999.
Yeah.
But again, apparently they made Space 1999 because the next season of UFO was cancelled, and they had a load of sets and spaceships and stuff like that, and they wanted to use them.
I see Stingray and all's back on there.
It's supercar though. 5 all XL5.
It's nice to see some of them old programs back on.
Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Marina.
But you wonder why now they're putting them things back on.
Well, they do. Jamie Anderson, Jerry Anderson's son, is very kind of active when it comes to promoting, his dad's work and stuff like that. So, because they did a new Thunderbirds thing, didn't they, with a mixture of CGI and live sets and real sets and stuff like that. And it was all right. I wasn't blown away.
Did any of you ever watch Spooks?
No.
No.
Oh, watch it. Used to be on BBC One. Well, anything's better than being tortured to watch soaps. What's going to happen here? Oh, I wonder. Bar fight. Sort of doesn't take the brains of a bishop. Worked up on it. You all right there, Steph? Steph?
Sorry, I'm concentrating on my track bashing. Lee's
Oh,
just
all right. No, I was wondering were you all right there. I just hadn't heard
Yeah.
you.
No, if anybody wants a load of black nylon, ideal for rigging and stuff like that, let me know. And I've got Lisa's just giving me a load.
Oh, class.
Do you want some,
Hi, please, Steph.
Mark?
What is it?
Nylon.
Well, they're little reels or something.
Yeah, fine nylon.
Oh, cool.
Dave?
Yes, please, I would.
Yeah,
John-
whenever, Steph. Thank you.
Oh.
Yes, thank you.
I'll put some in the boxes for you, boys.
Well, after my daughter did that little Mary Rose,
Yeah.
she was given a new kit yesterday, which she started to do.
All right.
I think the scale was 1 in 275
Oof.
of HMS Victory. The old Revel anniversary kit of Trafalgar.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she said, yeah, she's flogged it. I said, even with the rigging, because it comes with sort of like a load of black thread. I said, you even going to manage that? And she says, yeah, I'll do it. Good luck.
Courage and wisdom there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, Dave, do you want to go run through your whole brush setup and glues?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll just clear the bench and then.
Thank you very much, Dave. Because I can't wait to see the master stuff.
Right.
Give me 1 sec, Dave, and I will just put you full screen. I just want to finish
Okay,
the
I'll just get this off the bench and then.
dobber one.
Right. Ooh. Good to go, Steph. You want...
Cool. Yep. Right. Just going to mute everybody else, so you'll be on your own, Dave.
Okay.
There you go, Dave. All yours.
So, I think as far, when it comes to brushes, it to a certain degree, it's a matter of personal taste, whatever you get on with. So these are just some general recommendations that brushes that I've used on a regular basis over the years. And one of my favourite brands, Broken Toad. I said I'll just get on with them. They really aren't cheap. You get a set of 5 and it's £30, but these are about 4 or 5 years old, and even I haven't managed to kill them. And I am notoriously bad at maintaining brushes. So you kind of save these for best, as it were, if you're doing detailed painting and things like that. These larger brushes are quite nice for applying washes and stuff like that, pin washes. And they're Kolinsky Sable. That's why they're so expensive. A few years back, I got some of the Winsor & Newton Series 7 brushes. They really aren't cheap. They're about £15 each. These were on sale at a show for half price. A guy had a bunch of old stock, so I bought those. And they're useful, as you can see. I mean, that's a 000. That is really very fine brush. In all honesty, I don't really use it very much because I find that the paint, because the brush tip is so small, the paint dries, especially using enamels. The paint dries on the tip of the brush. So more often than not, I use the zero here, and I tend, you can do 90% of the stuff you can do with this one with this size brush. I find it's all to do with the tip of the brush. If that's well maintained, you know, even slightly larger brushes will do the job. So it's just but whatever works for you. Personally, I prefer the Broken Toad. I use these every so often, but again, they do need quite a bit of looking after. So you save them only when you jobs that you really need them for. Now, when it comes to weathering, I very much like these AK nylon brushes, and they're really not very expensive. I think they're about £2 each. The AK 577 is very useful for applying like large areas of wash. It's got very, the strands are very long, and it can be quite punishing on brushes, especially when you're using like white spirit and stuff like that. These ones are obviously designed to withstand that, and they're very usable. So I've got a couple of these, and they tend to last for the job they're intended for. They tend to last quite a long time. And they do specialist brushes. I mean, one we've got here, this has got a sort of serrated edge on it. This is very good for doing rain streaks. I was skeptical, and then I got one of the MIG ammo FAQ frequently asked question videos and books, and he was using one of these to do rain streaks, so that works well. Much the same way. Got a fan brush here, which can do a similar kind of, use it a lot in watercolor painting. Similar kind of thing. You can do streaks and various rain effects and dust effects with that. So they're pretty useful. As far as other specialized brushes are concerned, you can cut down brushes for dry brushing. I do like the Games Workshop dry brushes. I think they work very well because bristles are quite stiff. And there's some eBay sellers that sell them reasonably cheap, so you can cut down brushes and get the same effect. It's just often when you're doing a lot of work, you want something that's consistent, and these Games Workshop brushes do the job. I don't really like much of their other brushes. I've got one or two, but that's the kind of basic setup. Now, again, for just general work, you can get sets like this off of Amazon for about 10, 12 quid. And they're just useful to have for mixing paints or things where, obviously, as I said, you don't want to ruin a decent brush. So it's useful to have some of these kicking around. There's a company, I think I mentioned it on the show on Thursday, called ABC Brushes that do factory seconds, and they're definitely worth looking into. It's a little bit pot luck. It depends what they got in stock at the time, but they do some good stuff. Just on the subject of dry brushes, this is just an old random brush. May well have been from ABC Brushes that I cut down as a very small dry brush. That works quite nicely. You see, the problem is you get paint build up here after a while. With the best will in the world, where obviously you're putting pressure on the brush, it forces paint up here, so they don't last forever. But again, if it's a cheap brush, it doesn't really matter so much. So that's good. Now, I got this at Telford a few years back, and every so often, if I'm waiting for some paint to dry, whatever, on the bench, I got some conditioning brush soap, which I scoffed at until I actually tried it, and it does work wonders. You basically wet the brush and draw it across the soap, and you think the brush is clean, and it'll bring out any remaining muck, any paint deposits in it, and conditions it, much like hair conditioner. Not something I really use much these days, but it works in much the same way. So that's a useful thing to have. So really, that's it for brushes. As I said, I think a lot of it's personal choice. I'd say it is maybe worth, I've been doing the hobby a little while, investing in some, proper quality Kolinsky Sable brushes for doing your detail work. But the flip side being, they do require quite a bit of looking after. As I said, for more general work, the AK series of brushes are very good for weathering effects. And again, where the brushes are, it's quite punishing doing that kind of dry brushing work and so on, so forth. And they're cheap enough that obviously if one gets ruined, it's not going to break the bank. So that's that for brushes really. Now moving on to glues, I use the Tamiya Extra Thin. This is the quick setting. It sets quickly. It hasn't got quite the adhesive quality of the standard Tamiya, so I tend to use this as much as I can. It just again, personally, I just find that there's not really that much difference in drying time from one to the other. Again, sort of case of personal preference. Now, where a super glue is concerned, so if you're doing resin or figures or whatever, I think the Zappa Gap medium CA is very good. It lasts forever, and it's unlike some of the commercially available glues. You've got 10-15 seconds to move stuff around if it's not quite in the right place. Obviously, stuff like Loctite, you can use it, but it's designed to, the moment it makes contact with the other surface, it's designed to bond straight away. This gives you a little bit of time to basically move things around if they're not quite in the right place. And as a consequence of that, I would thoroughly recommend getting some debonder. Very handy. Then I've lost count the number of times I've super glued myself to the workbench. And there's nothing worse than when you've got super glue on the end of your fingers. This will get rid of it pretty quickly. So, and again, if worst comes to the worst, you glue something in place and it's not in the right place, this, especially with delicate PE parts, put some of this on there, leave it for a couple of hours, and then you'll be able to remove it pretty successfully, really. Likewise, if you get super glue marks on a model, use this, and it'll get them off pretty effectively without damaging the plastic underneath. So that's worth having. So that's it pretty much. I mean, that's my basic brush setup and the glues I use. As I said, really, the only thing I would say is when you're buying brushes, just make sure they're suitable for purpose. If they're watercolor brushes, I made this mistake when I first started, and they just fell apart. Likewise, if you're using, acrylic paints, that's not so bad. When you start using washes, white spirit and thinners, it's quite aggressive, and it can have an effect on the cheaper brushes, or brushes aren't suitable. So that's why I think these AK interactive ones are so good. One, they're not going to break the bank, and they're designed to be used for that kind of product. So that works quite well. So yeah, that's they're the brushes I use pretty much. So any questions, please just put them in the comments or send a message, and try and answer as best I can.
Thank you, Dave.
Very welcome.
On Tuesday, we're going to be covering paints and I'd say pigments as well. So Dave will be doing his wee setup maybe on Saturday night to show people his paint setup and pigments. But as Dave said, if you have any questions, please put them in the wee comment box there, and we'll see can we answer them as best as we can. But at the moment, the comments seem to be very quietly, which is brilliant. Oh, he's back.
I'll be there in a couple of minutes. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Okay. Oh, no problem. Don't worry. It's just resting on my shoulders. Don't worry about it. Be like these RAF guys again. Poor devils. But it was a good laugh this morning, folks. I'm telling you, it was. I don't know if you've seen the whole thing or not, Mark. Mark's disappeared. That's nice. Yeah. He's vacated the area. Absent without leave.
Oh, what's the weather like where you are, Gary?
You wouldn't believe it.
1 minute, chap. Sorry.
All right. You wouldn't believe it, Dave. Is absolutely lovely today.
Yeah, so he's here. Yeah.
Yeah. You know you're coming into a bit of a spring.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, definitely. It's crazy, isn't it? There was snow on the ground 10 days ago, wasn't there?
Aye. You can see the wee stretch there in the evenings is nice as well, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Still light at 5 o'clock there.
Yeah. I think it'll lift everybody's mood as well, you know.
Definitely, yeah.
I know what when I was on this morning with Malcolm and all, it was a good laugh, pulled me out of the bit of a downward slope I was on during the week there.
Uh-huh.
You know, this would be as much time I've spent in this bench all week, you know, 2 hours this morning with Malcolm and all, you know.
Uh-huh.
Just to get back into it. When I don't model, I sort of go all over the place. And it sort of takes you a wee while to get back to it when you do ruts like that. But all I can say, folks, is never give up. You know what I mean? There's always light at the end of every tunnel.
Yeah, just be careful it's not a pigging train.
Oh, he's back. Me trying to be all serious there, and then he comes in with good job as on a trail.
I was listening, Gary. I was listening.
You know. But it was nice to see now Enniskillen did get a good rattle today. Now it was nice. Would you believe it, Dave? They actually had my favourite Indian restaurant on it this morning.
Right?
Oh yeah, they did. Isn't that right, Steph?
It's only because Malcolm felt sorry for her.
Yeah. See. Where I get my lovely kebab off a Saturday night.
One of these days, I'll get one.
Well, I get one every Saturday night, Dave, if that helps you.
Not really, but thanks.
Or somebody pointed it out during the week to me. I'm getting a big ass on me. That was nice.
Who did that, Gary?
It's just not too far away, Dave. That's all I'm going to say. I thought it was a wee bit hurtful now, saying that I was getting a big ass on me.
Some people, eh?
Yeah. Well, anyway, staff.
What?
Did you guess the job he sorted?
Yep.
Good man. You wouldn't mind howling off for about 10 minutes because I want to go and get a comfort break.
Yes, I would.
Yes, you wouldn't mind, or yes?
Yes, I would mind.
Yeah, that's good then. That's okay. Then I'm away for a comfort break.
Think, why ask me then?
Well, I thought it'd be out of politeness. I would ask you.
You polite?
Sorry, excuse me, staff. Please, up there in the main living room, would you? Shh. Oh, boys, them mini eggs is looking at me. Please eat me. No. Going to be a good boy and not eat them.
Then don't.
I'm watching my figure.
What? You watching it grow?
Sorry, staff?
You watching it grow?
Yes. Give me 5 minutes, staff. Would
Well,
you run
hurry
the
up.
show for me? Run the show for me, staff, please. Thank you. Good lad. Old mucker.
Is he on the creep again or what?
He's always on the creep, Mark. You should know that by now.
Well, I do know that.
So, let us know what you're up to in the comments. Give us a shout. Tell us. Join in the conversation. Yeah, we need intelligent conversation. Shh, don't tell him, but the IQ points have just gone up by 10.
We can't be on about Gary's, surely.
No, now he's gone for a comfort break.
Yeah.
Right. So, yep. Well, it's a bit quiet in the comments this afternoon, folks. Anybody got anything they want to say? Ideas they want to put forward? Suggestions? He is all ears. Tell you what, I'm not enjoying doing these links.
Track bashing.
No, normally it's all right, but these, you got to put them in line, then glue them. They don't click in.
What's wrong, Steph?
Just these tracks, they're not the movable ones.
All right.
And they're just a ball ache to do them, and then to mould them around what you want to mould them around.
You can do that, cast the job or whatever you would like, Steph.
You just put some glue on each track.
No Lewis this afternoon.
I think after his comments this morning and getting some questions right, he's gone back to bed.
Yeah.
Right. It's a guess the jobby with a slight difference today. Where are we? Let me find the folder. There we are. There's only 5. But you need to tell me what it is. I will give you the full picture. And then you have to tell me what it is. So let's share a screen. And yeah, there it is. Can you tell me what that is?
Yes.
Yes.
I can tell you what it is, yes.
And whirlybird doesn't count.
Okay.
If you've got an idea, guys, in the studio, say yes or no. Gary?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Mark?
Yeah, I have an idea.
Cool. I bet you any money you're all wrong.
Quite possibly.
So if you have any idea what it is, or you want to make a suggestion of what you think it is, please pop that in the chat. Have a guess, have a go. Oh, we've got 4 people watching. Nice to hear your comments. Tell us what you think. Well, still no comments in the chat. I'll give it another 30 seconds. And then I'll open up to the guys in the studio and you can all have a go. Give it a go. Have a guess, folks. That's it. Last 10 seconds. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do. Boo. So, Gary, what do you think it is?
American airplane.
Correct. Mark,
It's a derivative of a B-24 Liberator.
close but no banana. Dave?
I would say the same. I think it might even be someone like Patton or Eisenhower's personal aircraft.
Close. It is, in fact, a C-87 Liberator. Yeah, the express version is a passenger carrying Liberator.
Mhm.
If you have a look, let me bring the picture up. Those little windows there.
Yeah.
Giveaway. But yes, okay, Mark, I'll give you that. It's a derivative of the Liberator. Right, next one.
Ooh.
What's that? And I want the designation number.
Oh boy.
Damn.
If you know what it is, give us a shout in the comments.
I know the name of it, but it's the designation that's getting me.
Yeah, same here.
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, so
Well, that's fine. We expected that, Gary.
Remember making the monogram kit of it.
Yeah, it was Monogram, wasn't it, that did the kit?
That's it. Yeah. I had a daft idea years ago about getting two Tamiya 1/24 scale, 1/32 scale aircraft until you realise that the only thing it has in common with the original aircraft is the tail wheel and the rudder control. Everything else is different.
Yeah. If you have any clue what it is, give us a shout in the comments. Let us know. So another 30 seconds. Slather some blue on. Now we'll have a look. Right then, got no comments. So, what do you think in the studio, Dave?
Well, obviously it's a twin boom Mustang. The designation, no idea.
Mark?
Twin Mustang, but was it the P87?
Gary?
What Dave said.
Okay. Mark?
Yes.
-5.
Oh,
P82.
Yes. I'll give you a point for that one.
Oh, thank you.
You're very, very close. Next one.
Very close.
Any idea what it is in the studio? Just say yes or no. Dave?
no.
Mark?
Could I just ask a quick question first?
You can,
What
whether I answer or not.
What nationality is it?
I believe it is Dutch.
In that case, I ain't got a clue.
What did you think it was? The Henschel?
No. Skewer.
All right. Oh, good. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that one. But the skewer was a 2-man.
Right. Well, I'm only.
Yes, that is a 2-man as well. So, yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that one. That would have been a good guess.
I think I know the manufacturer. If it's Dutch, that's about as far as I go.
Did they bomb the Chippy?
Yes.
No, no.
So, if you think you know what it is, pop a comment. Give us a shout. Let us know what you think. So, what are you guys doing this afternoon after this? Anything interesting, Dave?
Giving the printer a good clean, I think.
Have you changed your FEP yet?
Did it last week, yeah.
Yeah. Did mine yesterday.
Sorry, Steph, you're going to say?
Yeah, I did mine yesterday. First time since I bought it.
Really?
Yeah, it's done really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think I just, where I didn't really know what I'm doing when I first got it. I think I must, well, I think it was a pinhole in it somewhere. And I thought rather than it damaging the printer screen, which is £90 to replace, I'd replace the FEP sheet and then, yeah, rather do that than spend a fortune on a new screen.
Yeah.
Can I have a guess there, Steph? Sorry, Dave. Sorry.
No, you go, mate. Go.
No.
Go on then, Gary, have a guess. What do you think it is?
A KOOLHOVEN.
No.
Oh, Google, you let me down.
You're not supposed to say that.
Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh, I thought I might get one right. Was it close, Steph? No.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Right. Another 10 seconds.
Oh, Steph, well, I remember,
Yep.
I've got the FEP sheets that I got with the printer are too small. They're for the Mars, yeah. They're no good to me. If you want them, let me know. I'll stick them in the post for you.
Well, always say yes to that, please, mate.
Well, that's a hard one, Steph. You may tell us.
Dave, any idea?
A Fokker of some description, is it?
No. But nice guess. Mark?
No, that's all I've got.
No, not a clue, mate.
It's a SV Hertungen. Sorry, the Hertungen SV5 Tornado.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
That would have been the next guess.
Yep.
That was my guess.
Next.
Oh boy. Oh. Watching a video on this a couple of months back. Ooh.
I think I know what it is.
Gary's been Googling.
No, I wouldn't cheat. Not a hope.
Yes, you would. Because if you get this, Gary, I know you've been cheating.
Dave sent me a private message here.
What? Hold on. Yeah. Definitely never robbing a bank with you.
Don't believe in cheating stuff.
Only if you win and you don't get caught.
I watched an interesting video the other day about all the British high altitude fighter projects that were they were developing towards the end of the war, because obviously the Americans had the B-29 and they assumed the Germans would be doing something the same. They weren't, but yes, I thought the Westland Welkin was one of them.
Oh, yeah. There's some really weird and wacky stuff they come up with, isn't there?
Yeah, and again, it was in the end it wasn't needed, but I suppose they didn't. You don't know that, but
No.
the what they call the baby blitz in 1944, where they were using Gref bombers and stuff like that.
Right, another 30 seconds.
DIY Derek's at it again.
You don't have to do any drum practice tonight, Dave?
I was just thinking the same thing, Gary. Yes, I think probably 7 o'clock tomorrow morning would be good.
Yeah.
Right, would any of you in the studio like to have a guess?
Yes, I would.
Go on then.
Is it a P61B Black Widow?
No.
Well, I was just thinking out loud,
The engine nacelles almost look like a P-38 Lightning, don't they?
They do.
So I think I know the manufacturer.
Yes. Right then. Guesses in the studio. Mark.
The answer is fucked if I know.
Gary.
I think Black Widow.
Nope.
Okay.
Dave.
I don't. It's by Lockheed. Or what it is, I do not know.
Yep.
It's a derivative of the P-38 because of the engine nacelles and the air scoops halfway down the booms.
Yeah.
Yep. It is in fact a Lockheed XP-58 chain lightning. It's called a chain lightning because of the chain gun in the back behind the pilot.
Oh, okay. Was it just a prototype, wasn't it? Didn't it
Yeah,
never went to service?
it flew,
Yeah.
but it never entered service.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I was the closest to it, so I get a point.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
Dave was the closest.
Well, it was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot, Gary. Anyway, that's the end of that. All done, did.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much, Steph.
You're welcome, Gary. It's sarcastic.
Thank you.
Steph.
You're welcome,
Thank you,
Mark.
Steph.
You're welcome, Dave.
If you need any,
bunch of gravers.
if you need any source material, Steph, let me know.
Yeah.
For stuff like that, I've got a load of weird. There's a Facebook group called is it Rare and Unusual Aircraft Types,
All right.
and it's just. I actually defeated my mate Ian. It's the first aircraft I've shown him. He didn't know what it was.
All right.
It was a French post-war. It's like a piggyback. It's like this little jet fighter on the back of this. What looks like and it's a modified German HE 177 Gref heavy bomber.
Yeah.
With a prototype French jet fighter on the back, piggybacking on the back of it. And I was like, yes, first time in 10 years of knowing Ian, I've actually caught him out on an aircraft.
Nice. It's always good when you catch somebody out.
Well,
not
as I said, with it,
you get them. It's like I've outwitted him.
well, with Ian, you've got to get up pretty early. He will. He's like, if you want to build a kit, you just say, I want to build, this. He will tell you all the kits that are available and if they're any good or not. It's uncanny. Yeah, he just knows. He's built so much, and he's just got like an encyclopedic knowledge.
Yeah. One of these people that you're really, really jealous of.
No, I know he's been a great help when I've if you want, like when I did my MiG-23, I said to him, I'm building a MiG-23 within 20 minutes. I had a folder full of reference photographs.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be a fun aircraft to fly. Not. Oh yeah, I can see some drum practice coming on.
Is he doing lots of hacking and bashing next door?
Yeah, he's building an extension. So, I mean,
You just want to put your hand around the door and go, oi, what that noise?
well, as I said, Gary, I'm just accumulating points here. The way I look at it, when I want to do some drum practice.
You wouldn't do that, Dave.
Oh, I would. Oh, I would.
Right, coming up to the last half an hour, folks. There's an afternoon flying in.
Lovely day. I think I might go for a wander.
You are. I think I'll wander to the kitchen.
So the exercise of opening the fridge door.
Yes. You know what is coming in the springtime, because I've seen a lot of people out this morning on their bicycles.
Yeah, I've got to.
I didn't mean to say to my oi, your back wheel's going round, and the idiot actually looked around to see what's going round.
Another
So,
one is, mate, the bottom of your tyre's flat.
You say I spoke too soon.
That really went flat.
Oh,
So
here we go.
Recycling jokes.
Hey, come on, Dave, put a brake on it.
Oh.
Just getting in gear as well.
Oh. He's finished.
Nope.
Okay.
Do you really want to carry on with these, Dave?
Oh,
No.
yeah, I don't want to saddle you with any more.
Oh, I'm going to chuck a bag over your head.
Okay. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Saddlebag?
Sorry, my brain wasn't in gear.
That's a bit of a shocker.
That was really bad.
Oh, he started.
Oh, you've got me chortling there.
Just wanted to put you in the frame.
Oh,
Come on, guys. Where's your sense of bearings?
Please stop cabling these jokes.
Oh.
You said that in tandem.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm really thinking I'm starting to like her these jokes.
Oh dear. Yeah, at least we're not recycling any. You all right, Gary?
That was a bit of a repeat there.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
He is finished.
Nope.
Oh, we'll have to stick a piece of wood in his spokes in a minute. That'll send him over the handlebars.
Gary spoke too soon.
Oh. Yeah.
I wonder how many jokes we can lever into this conversation.
Well, this will be good now. I'm going to see how many you do actually get him.
We'll have to put it up on YouTube.
Oh.
As long as it doesn't deflate them.
They're getting a bit tired.
We're treading on thin ice here.
We'll get barred.
Oh. Do you think we should change gear, Dave?
Oh, I think so.
You need to change your routine.
Bit of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, quick, Dave, pedal faster so we can get away.
I'll send you the link.
I think the way we're going with these, they're going to have to chain us down in a minute.
Yeah, we're just rallying round a load of rally.
Oh, you're a bit of a chopper off the old block.
And I thought it was a grifter.
Yeah. Or should that be a chipper?
Chipper. Yeah. That was like the chopper for little kids, wasn't it? The chipper.
Yeah.
No, I had one. It was called the Tomahawk.
Oh, that's yeah. What was the budgie was the girls' one, wasn't it?
That's it.
The chipper was a bike. I had the chipper because my parents wouldn't let me have a chopper because the lad across the road had to stop fast and lost one of his bollocks.
Oh, on that gear. Oh God, yeah.
On the old Sturmy Archer 3-speed, little lever sticking out from the frame.
Yeah. Oh, Sturmy Archer birth control gear change. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Oh God! The moment you reminded me of that, oh yeah, bits of me kind of went numb. Oh yeah. Oh out. Yeah.
Yeah, your feet used to have to go up and down like a horse draw. That's spelled HWES, by the way.
I'm doing that. Oh yeah, my mate's grifter, pelting it down the road, and the gears slip, and just both feet come with the pedals, and just landing on my plums on the saddle. Oh God. Oh. There's a bloke around here's got they reissued the chopper.
Yeah.
See him cycling around. He's in his like late 30s, I think. He looks like
Just won't go and kill in that conversation.
Yeah, we were tired out of them, sorry.
Seriously.
There's really no other way of framing that, is there?
No.
Oh,
Amazing how many jokes can stem from cycling. Yeah, we'll do a post office run next week, Steph. I'll try and get that FEP in a
Cool.
post to you.
Yeah, well, I've got one to do tomorrow, so I will chuck those bits in the post for you guys tomorrow.
Cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Gary.
I said thank you.
Sorry, didn't hear you.
All right, we'll frame him.
Oh, for the name of the wee book of I give up. I literally do give up.
Oh, for God's sake.
What's wrong, Dave?
He's right. He's in the kitchen right next door to my left ear hole.
You know what I do for pure badness, Dave?
What's that, mate?
I will go onto a certain site, right, and put it up full blast for badness.
No, I think it's might be time to get out the loudest snare drum I've got and give it some beans.
Give it large.
Ooh, soon be time to get the golf out of hibernation.
Looking forward to it.
Very much so. Yeah, there's got that classics for carers on March the 20th, which would be good. Online car show.
Nice.
Did you remove the air freshener?
Yeah. I've left it. It smells really nice. It's just that, like, where the blooming hell's that smell coming from? For about a couple of days, you just catch whiffs of it, and I'm like, and then so I was about to throw out the envelope it came in, and I'm like, oh, blimey, that's where it's coming from. Yeah, one of my mates has got a Fox armored car, and
yes.
And he said, I said to him, oh, he said, well, they let me in. I said, well, just tell them it's a 1974 Daimler. Don't, Jaguar engine, made by Daimler. So, yeah, there you go. There's quite a few Land Rovers in there, Gary.
Oh, good.
I mean, well, you see, I mean, it said the 20th, they post up pictures of the gallery and leave the car out with the rally plate and put a bucket outside if anyone wants to donate. Someone's not happy. So, Steph, I was going to have a go at design, mine 3D projects for the printer.
Yeah.
Using ZBrush. Do you know anything about that at all?
No, I don't know much about CAD software at all, mate.
Okay, it's just it's free. that's so I'm just obviously one of those things. If someone knows the basics, it's obviously going to make it a lot easier. But
Yeah. No, I've never done. I'm about to use OpenSCAD this afternoon
okay,
to design some sort of rods for the next build I'm going to do on the channel.
all right. Let me know how you get on,
Yep.
please, Steph, because as I said, it's next obvious step, really. Just a friend of mine wants to do. She's a special education teacher, and it would be really nice to do some 3D models of the students' artwork for them. So,
Okay. Oh, that'd be awesome. That would.
yeah, just figuring out how to do it, really. And I said to her, she said, "Oh, wants to get a printer." I'm saying probably a filament printer would be the better way to go for
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Because they do take a bit of looking after, don't they? The resin.
Yes. And the fact that it's so smelly and
Yeah, filament printer. You just let it get on with it, don't you? Really?
yep.
Excuse me. Put there to dry. Another section. Pain in the arse that one is. It'll be a nice evening up around Florence Courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fraud Squad House.
Florence Courthouse.
Oh, Florence Courthouse.
Yeah.
Where's that, Gary?
Just literally up the road from me, Dave.
Okay, right.
It's a National Trust place.
Uh-huh.
You would enjoy it, Dave, with all the cycling tracks on it.
Oh, the one you mentioned the other day. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a nice idea, but that's all it is.
Uh-huh.
That's burning calories and that there's against everything I stand for at the moment.
Or sit for.
Correct. I think I might sit down and watch that true film about the three brothers in the Great War. The Typewriter.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds a good film now.
When did that come out? Is that quite a recent one?
It is, Dave. I think it was out there before Christmas.
Okay. I've got to watch that one where it's the one constant take. Oh, what do they call it? 1917, is that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant
Okay.
film. It's a film you could watch now and then 10 minutes later rewatch it.
Right. I'll check that out.
Did you ever watch that 13 Hours? Did you, Dave?
No, no.
It's another good film.
Okay.
On 13 Strong.
Look. I watched Passport to Pimlico the other week, the old Ealing comedy.
Yeah.
Whereas, it's a good film, but apart from anything, just seeing Lux, it's what, 1948, I think it was filmed. And so London, it's all bomb sites,
Yeah.
Last 10 minutes, boys. I seriously would not like to get a headbutt from that boy.
Hey, what, where, when, how, why?
That big ram. I seriously would not like to be getting that boy charging at you. That's just pure muscle, that boy. See, they cancelled the show up in Belfast there.
Yeah.
Scary.
Sorry, dear staff, what did you say there?
Which one?
It was run by the Belfast, I think it's IPMS guys.
Right.
I see it's cancelled.
The Irish Nationals.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, any day now I'm expecting Telford to be cancelled.
Because I even see the local train guys, they cancelled their show in September. I think it's just going to be another year writ off.
It depends how quick they get this stuff out.
Yeah, I reckon this time next year, hopefully we'll be getting back to normal.
Yeah, or as normal as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told you, my dad rang me up. He said, "Oh, I had my vaccination the other day. He said, I'm back to normal now." I'm like, "Blimey, that is a good vaccine."
But does it not take a couple of weeks for it to kick into your system?
It's not. It's not a vaccine as such. It's a prelim to the vaccine.
Right.
But they're saying now if you've had it, you only need the one dose.
No, you've got another one in 12 weeks' time. Because I've got to have another one in 12 weeks.
Is that because of your heart, Steph? Is that why?
Heart and diabetes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He doesn't have a heart. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
I know I don't have a heart, Gary.
No, no, you don't. It's a bucket swinging brick you have.
Oh, yes.
Because Julie's back on the 1st of May for her second one.
Yeah.
We're going to need a bigger harpoon.
Stand by for action.
The way they say it in Jaws, I think we're going to need a bigger boat. They're saying we're going to need a bigger harpoon. Just saying. Five minutes left. What are you trying to do? Give me a heart attack? She was standing outside there, the window, and I wish I was just shocked the system.
Fair play, Donna.
You know, I'm surprisingly, I've been very good today. I haven't even touched them many eggs.
Why?
I've actually surprised myself. I haven't touched them.
Why?
I don't know.
Why haven't you touched them?
I don't know, but you see, it's not the usual strawberry bonbons. I love them.
Better get cracking then.
I was waiting on that one.
Oh, I've got dozens of them.
Did you all get on what you wanted to do today?
Nearly.
I got a bit distracted, unfortunately. Not painting this handsome chap.
Oh, nice.
Another
I like.
one of the 3D printed miniatures, like all the little fish at the front of the base.
That's nice, Dave.
Thank you. You're nearly done. Few bits and pieces to do.
How are you getting on with your track stuff?
Yeah, nearly up to the point I want to be. I've just got to do this backtrack,
Yes.
and then I should. I'll be where I want to be. So I'll probably crack on until I finish that.
Right.
Are they plastic tracks, Steph?
Yeah, and they're just single links.
Oh, lovely.
No.
What about you, Mark? Did you get in all right?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a few bits to dry, so I'm just in the process of doing a quick spraying job.
All right.
Spraying my motor.
Nice.
Hello, Mark. Got a new motor.
Yeah.
So, folks, we will be back on Tuesday from 12 to 2. It'll be me and Steph. Steph will be covering his paints and maybe some of his pigments and stuff like that there. So, if you would all like to say goodbye.
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 Goodbye, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in today.
Yep. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And quickly before we go, poor old Steve Little, he asked a question ages ago. Sorry, mate. Apart from Gary, what forces have you all served in? Mark?
Royal Air Force.
Dave?
Boy Scouts, Special Forces.
And I've served in the Royal Air Force as well. So, yep, there you go, Stevie. Sorry, mate. That's my fault. Well, no, it's not. It's Gary's fault because Gary was hosting the show.
Okay, it's my fault I didn't see the comment. Oh, please, pop me up against the wall and shoot me.
With pleasure.
Oh, no, you would. Jesus.
Yep. Come the revolution, Gary was the first person against the wall and shot.
Yeah.
And
Thank you very much, folks.
Yep. Stay safe, guys. Keep modelling.